We've got some very bold, leaked information on two Canon professional cameras that are supposed to be announced very soon. A news source has come forward stating that the Canon EOS R1 will indeed be beyond insane, validating what Sony Alpha rumors said yesterday. They also offered up some bold information that should reassure any potential customers. So stick around after this short message for the latest information from a fresh news source. But first, subscribe to this channel for a chance to win a Canon EOS R5. I'll be giving one away to one lucky subscriber once this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers. Anyone above the age of 18 with a valid mailing address is eligible. Additional terms and conditions are linked in the description down below. I'm often covering leaks from Canon rumors, Sony Alpha rumors, Nikon rumors, the Camera Insider, and other sites. But rarely do I report leaks from my own sources. But yesterday I was contacted by someone new, somebody that I hadn't talked to before, that said they had a conversation with somebody, well, somebody in the know, if you will. And while I was provided with more information, I'm not at liberty to share those with you, because if I did, I'd likely burn my source, or worse still, get the source of the information in a lot of trouble where they could potentially lose their job. And that's not something I'm willing to do just to get some views, subscribers, and make a few extra dollars. So let's get right to the leaked specifications. Now, first up, I think you're going to be pretty happy with what I have to reveal in this video. But first, let's cover off all that basic stuff to kind of set the scene, and then we'll build up to some bold information. The source told me that Canon is planning on releasing not one, but two Canon professional cameras this year. And this is pretty obvious. We already knew that Canon's planning a 1 series refresh because they do so every 4 years in time for the Olympics. So one of the cameras is going to be the Canon EOS R1. And the other camera, again, the Canon EOS R5, a 5 series camera, is usually refreshed every 3 to 4 years. And we're coming up to that 4-year mark. So the other camera is assumed to be the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. But that's it for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. The rest of this video is going to be all about Canon's flagship new mirrorless camera that's due to be announced very shortly, and that's the Canon EOS R1, their top-of-the-line professional camera that's usually aimed at sports and fast action photographers. Or is it? Is that about to change? Many aren't happy with the Canon EOS R1 having less resolution than the Nikon Z9 or the Sony Alpha 1, not having a global shutter, or being somewhat less than the other flagship models. And I understand the frustration out there because for the past 1.5 years or almost 2 years, we've been told, we've been prepped, we've been leaked with information, not specifications, but constantly teasing us that Canon's R1, their first full-frame mirrorless flagship camera to replace the 1DX Mark III, is going to be a jack of all trades, a master of everything, that this is going to be a whole new camera, not built from the parts bin, but all new parts, all new sensor, image processor. And then just, well, last week or a couple of weeks ago, Canon rumors came out and said, well, there's going to be no 8K and don't expect a resolution north of 45 megapixels. And then, of course, Sony announced the A9 Mark III, the first stills hybrid camera aimed at professionals that has a full-on global shutter. And that's pretty impressive. It got a lot of people excited for Sony, but a lot of Canon and other customers going, where's Canon? What's happening to their lead? Well, I am happy to say that my source has said that the Canon EOS R1, it's going to be better than the Sony Alpha 1, and it's going to be better than the Nikon Z9, without a doubt. And I was also told that there won't be any supply chain issues, that we won't have any problems getting our gear, unlike the Canon EOS R7, the R6, the R6 Mark II, the R5, and pretty well every other Canon camera and lens. Speaking of, what about the RF 135mm or the 200 to 800mm? That one's still on back order. My source tells me that there aren't going to be any supply chain issues, that when you order this, it's going to ship. Obviously, there's going to be a pre-order date, and then you're going to have to wait a little bit of time before you actually will have that item shipped. But we aren't going to have any supply chain issues. So I hope that's true. That would be great, wouldn't it? But now for the bold information. Do you recall the patents I showed you over the past couple of years about Canon developing a global shutter? Specifically, JP 2018-33178. Some sources have leaked information saying that the Canon EOS R1 won't have a global shutter like the Sony A9 Mark III, that the Canon EOS R1 will have somewhat less than 45 megapixels. So this is where you need to read between the lines. I can't tell you what I've been told, but I just told you about a patent. And one thing I can say, I've cleared with my source, is that the Canon EOS R1, what we've heard about regarding the sensor, the resolution, well, we shouldn't believe everything that we've heard on the internet in terms of leaks, in terms of stories, which is what Andrea Pizzini of Sony Alpha Rumors said yesterday.
And he also mentioned that all those rumors that we read the past months, to not really trust them, and he cannot share, like I told you, the exact specs yet. Maybe in a couple of weeks I can share them, so fingers crossed that in a couple of weeks I can tell you more about this camera.
I've been told more than I'm allowed to say, and I know this is frustrating, but this is essential in order to cultivate sources. Because if I burn this source, not only does it harm this person's relationship with the other person providing him with the information, but it also potentially gets that other person in trouble where they could lose their career, and that's not something I'm willing to do. Trust me, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get more leaked information. We're going to get full leaked specifications, and we might even get leaked images. And if I don't get them here, places to watch are Canon Rumors, Sony Alpha Rumors, and the Camera Insider. Things are getting pretty close. We're getting close to an announcement, and leaked specifications are going to be coming soon. And my source told me that he might even be able to get more information in the coming weeks. So we should be able to validate this information very soon. And now for that last bit of information on the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. It's due to be announced in the first half of 2024, and it's going to be a game changer. So that's a little bit different from what we've heard by others saying that the Canon EOS R5 could come as late as Q3. But what I found really interesting about the conversation I had with this source is that they were more or less validating what Sony Alpha Rumors had said. And one of the things that surprised this source is how the information that he had seemed to be, well, at a bit of a shocking... It completely went against what he had heard on Canon Rumors, that this camera wasn't going to do 8K video and wasn't going to have the resolution that he had been led to believe, that the Canon EOS R1 was going to be beyond insane. So it was that video, that information that Sony Alpha Rumors that put out yesterday that really sparked him to comment, and he reached out to me to provide me with this information. As always, I believe in being transparent, and while I couldn't give you all the information that was provided to me, this is a new source. This person hasn't reached out to me before. There is a chance that this person could be punking me, but I really didn't get that impression. You see, one of the things that I found most remarkable about this is we had, probably taking a look here, 7 or 8 emails going back and forth, and the person was very careful not to give out anything that would implicate him or the source that he had got the information from, the Camera Insider that I'm calling this person. And that's not uncommon that there would be that, but a lot of times when we're provided with information, it's a bit of a dump and run. Somebody will send us an email and then won't respond, or they'll ghost us, leaving us with some information that we're not sure if it's validated or not. So I get a sense that this person believes what they're being told. We just have to wait probably a few more weeks to find out if it's actually true. And if you're interested in staying up to date on the latest camera gear, news, and rumors regarding the Canon EOS R5 Mark II or the upcoming Canon EOS R1, then don't forget to subscribe, choose all notifications, and also follow me on X. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the cameras that I've talked about in this video or lenses, then please consider using my affiliate links down below, these ones right here, because they really do help support this channel. I get anywhere from 2 to 12% back. And once I have more information on when we're supposed to be getting a date for the Canon EOS R5, as well as the Canon EOS R1, I'll provide you with the smart pre-order links, but those usually aren't available until we're about 2 weeks prior to the announcement, which I think we're getting pretty close. I don't know when the announcement's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be on the heels of CP+. Based on what Canon Rumors has told us is that sometime in Q1, most likely ahead of CP+, we'll get some sort of announcement from Canon. It could be a development announcement, it could be a full-blown announcement, a teaser video, but what Canon Rumors has said in the past is that the Canon EOS R1 is supposed to get a slow teaser, so who knows what that means, but I'm really hoping, I'm really expecting that sometime over the next couple of weeks we're going to start to get some full-on leaked specifications and leaked images. But that's it for now. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Oh, and one other thing too, if you are somebody that has some inside information and you're interested in reaching out to me to provide me that information, but you're really not sure and I'll be honest with you. Look, I appreciate when people come to me and provide me with leaked information, but if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to me, then that's fine. You know, sit on the information. There's no sense in causing stress and anxiety. But if you are willing to provide me with information, then here's what I'm willing to do. Obviously, I'm not going to provide any information that you're not, well, comfortable with me providing, but I'll also provide you with a script of the video where you can make comments on the information that I'm quoting you on to see if you're happy with it. And then once I put all the video together and I've shot it, edited, and uploaded, I'll give you a copy of the unlisted video so you can validate the information so you're comfortable with what, well, goes out there. But again, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for everybody, and a special thanks for those of you that have used my affiliate links, because it's one of the reasons where I am today. I'm at 50,000 subscribers, but I've turned this into a business, and I hope that within a couple of years, this can be my daily driver. This can be my business, and I can retire from my day job. That's a big dream of mine. Anyhow, so thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.